Previously on
We are
Ballz.
very, very honoured and happy to join and see the toned good looks and recently working out again. He's still, he's still in tip-top shape.
Hasn't changed.
Neethling joining us on Skype, and we could see on his Skype photograph or Skype picture there, standing with a lovely glass of what looked like a 1985 Shiraz.
There you go.
You know what you should do, Rake? If you could get it right, boss, that would be. I mean, you're rich already, but that would be the end. We wouldn't have to do anything again. You should try and get a sort of like a scratch and sniff Skype. So when you stand there with a glass of wine, people can actually like test the bouquet and see what you guys have to offer.
Yes. We'll be a winner.
Yeah. Just raise your camera slightly because we're only getting your sort of lower part of your head there. There we go. That's better. How's it going?
Very good, and you?
Yeah, very good. You're looking well, looking nice and relaxed out there at Val de Vie, eh?
Yeah, it's paradise, for me.
Is it? Is that?
But I must say, I really enjoyed to listen to you guys on, while I'm driving again on the alternative FM, and well done, guys.
Oh, lekker. Nice to hear that you catch us there. And does it go all the way out to your farm?
It gets a little lazy when I enter the farm, but up until I get off the highway, then it's great.
Awesome. Well, nice to have you listening to us. 91.3 Alternative FM in the Western Cape. We syndicate our programs. How's it going at the wine farm there?
It's going really well. It's a little bit slow season in the winter, but we're starting to get nice and busy, and all our events and stuff. We had a very big mountain bike race here on Sunday. We had close to 700 entrants, and so things are going really well. And also on the property side, the 68 homes, and we're selling about 23 plots every month.
Yeah, sure. You're a busy guy, eh, right? Because I was just reading something about your swimming school as well in the papers this last weekend as well, and that's all over the country now. You're running those the Rake Neethling School, right?
Yeah, I've got 6 facilities at the moment, and so that's also going well. My academies, obviously Cameron, who also swims for my team. He's the big star now, and so it's going really well. And I think the whole country, all the young people are they're very excited to be swimming. We've got awesome weather. We're going into summer. All our numbers have just gone through the roof because they want to swim like so. So it's exciting times.
Isn't it amazing what success in the Olympic Games for a sport? And it goes back to your days when you guys were medaling at the Olympics, and now Chad and Cameron have just, it's almost like trampoline effect, every 4 years. Because still now, and I think it's not right, but we have the world champs as well. But swimming tends to have that bounce effect only every 4 years in this country, and I think it deserves to have a much higher profile because. Literally, that is the sport that is kind of carrying most of the can for us at Olympic Games. We're producing great swimmers time and time again.
Yeah, every 4 years. But that's really what a swimmer's life is anywhere in the world. They live for the Olympics, and that's what carries them through. But you'll see the effects from this past Olympics. You'll see it in 8 years' time.
Yeah.
The kids that are now 10 to about 14 years old, they're the ones that are going to be inspired, and wherever the Olympics are going to be in 2020, we'll see the young crop of new stars from South Africa.
Yeah, and obviously the recent African Championships now just finished. I know Graham Hill was he's very good at keeping us updated on what's happening with. And not only with with our current crop of top quality swimmers, but he was sending a couple of tweets of some of the young stars that were taking part there, and some of the young stars that are coming through with a view to possibly being in action in 4 years' time. I can't remember the name now, but he sent me a tweet of one guy who says this kid from 100 to 400 is potential gold medal in like everything in between. So there's stuff coming through.
Yeah. That is still there, and I think we've always had that. It's just how they managed it. It's the difference between a gold medal and not making the final Olympic Games is about 2%. There's a lot of factors that can make up that 2%, and you know, it's those little decisions that are made on a monthly basis that over 4 years is going to make the big difference. So we have the financial support to be able to send kids overseas for 2-3 months at a time. That's the kind of decisions that need to be made, and hopefully we'll have those resources, because the talent we definitely have.
I'm going to cut our picture. Don't panic. We're still here. It just means we don't take up some of your bandwidth. We'd rather hear and see you and not see us, and get some better quality on the Skype. Simon?
Rake, just tell us a little bit about your schools and exactly what they do and what they aim to achieve.
By the way, Simon, I just had Harold Pester, the winemaker.
Tell him I say, how's it?
Around the corner.
Tell him I say thanks for phoning me for that drink when he was up in Joburg.
My schools, I mean, like the basic thing is, the more people you get to learn how to swim, the better your chances are that you're going to get a champion. And swimming is a different sport because you're in a different medium all the time, and we talk about feel for the water, and you can only create that by experience, about spending thousands of hours in the pool. I swam close to 72,000 kilometers in my career, so you need as many people as possible to learn how to swim, and then it's just a law of numbers, and you'll get your champion out of there.
Would that contribute more to raising the profile of swimming in South Africa from where it is now? And the reason why I say that is, it's key that if our swimmers are going to, and they're going to have to do this anyway, but if our swimmers are going to stay at that level, your Chads and your Camerons, they've got to go and swim as many meets overseas and get in the pools overseas and compete against the best. Is there anything that you feel needs to be done here in South Africa, though, to provide more support for our swimmers? Because it almost seems like there might be a little bit of a vacuum when it comes to being back home here versus some of the guys who base themselves overseas. And I know that we have guys that want to stay in South Africa and do spend as much time as possible in South Africa, but there seems to be it seems to be something that there's not enough substance underneath their support.
I think there's two things that's really important. Is that at the moment it's almost impossible to study at a South African university and swim at a high level. There's no university competition, like the Varsity Cup in rugby has opened a whole new league for young rugby players, and we've seen the result of that. And I've been speaking to Francois to expand that, and I know there are plans, but it's a NCAA series in America. It's just unbelievable that, and because the universities are so big, you can choose your classes, and you can swim at a high level and still get your degree, and so that is an option that we don't have. And then just the racing. It's ironic that in our summer we've got most of the top swimmers in the world training in South Africa because of our weather, but we don't have any competition. So we just need to be smart, and we need to use those opportunities so we can expose our kids for lower cost. We don't have to send them over here. We can maybe just pay for 1 or 2 extra swimmers to come train here, and more youngsters can be exposed to this high level swimming.
And this is not just a case now. I mean, this has been going on for more than a decade, maybe even longer. I mean, I remember when I was down in Durban in the late or the early 2000s, 2003 or thereabouts, there were a couple of, in fact, Olympic gold medal swimmers and medal swimmers that were spending a lot of time in South Africa. I remember bumping into one of the Dutch guys, Michael van der Hogen something?
Yeah, Peter van der Hogenband.
Peter van der Hogenband, there we go. I remember bumping him into, it used to be at Joe Cool's a lot, but used to bump into him in Durban just about every second month. I mean, he was spending a lot of time here, but as you say, he wasn't doing any competitive swimming here.
Yeah. So we just need to be smart, and I think that's always one of the swimmers' strikes, is that makings are there, but the people making decisions don't always understand the demands or or what there's more athletes involved, and if we just a little bit better, then we can create, we can get things going, and 20 medalists, sure, 2 or 3 medals. Proud. I mean, unfortunately, something that at London Olympics, but the reality is that we've only got 3 right in the top 12. Chad, it's Cameron, and Cezanne van Bouillon. 3, the whole team, and that's all right. We get the new crop, like up and running.
John?
How's it going with Cam, by the way? I know you're good mates with him. Is he settling in now? No doubt getting lots of gigs.
Yeah,
gigs.
What kind of gigs?
Gigs. He's playing
DJing
at
or
clubs
something.
now. What?
No, but I mean appearances. I see he's all over the place doing appearances, that sort of thing. And he almost ran out of fuel. You probably heard
gold
about
medalist,
it.
John. Of course he is.
Shame he almost ran out of fuel in his
was
BM
once,
the other day.
Johnny.
It was lovely, lovely guy. How's he doing?
I'm in a Audi R8 that I organized for him, but no, he's doing really well, and I think he's understanding his life has changed and the different stresses that he's under, and he's beginning to see that it's going to be tough to focus on swimming and still do all this other stuff. And I think that's going to be the challenge, is that how to balance the commercial responsibilities with his training, and they've got the World Championship it's in Istanbul in the beginning of December, so he started training for that. So his gigs will decline a bit, and his training mileage will go up.
Now, do you manage Cameron overall, or are you just his commercial manager?
I manage him overall. I must say, to organize one interview is almost better than to organize $500,000 sponsorship. But it's there's a lot going on, and but for me, it's great to be a part of it. And funny enough, about a year ago, no sports agents wanted to touch these guys. And I was one of the few guys that said, more as a friend, that I'll help him out, and I've got the experience and I've got the contacts. So it's great how it worked out, and now people are clamoring for their attention.
Yeah.
Well, it's thanks to you that he was in our little video at the beginning of the year.
We asked for him.
Yeah, you were very good about organizing that.
And you guys almost didn't want him.
Oh, please, man. Well, initially we wanted you, and then you recommended Cameron, and I thought, hey, why not?
I must say that that belly flop that Nicole did was
That was a real dive, eh?
Out of context.
I mean, listen, with that job that you've got now, and it's not necessarily knowing how to say yes or how much. It's knowing when to say no. That's the big thing, and that could make or break one of your athletes. So that's the key thing.
Absolutely. We say, I mean, even in my own career, I felt like I was saying no like 95% of the time, and it's not always easy, but you have to, and you can't please everyone, and that you have to remember that these guys are top athletes, and that like I said, 2% is the difference between a gold medal and not making the final. So it's a very fine line.
Yeah. How the family? How the sisters doing? Is CJ
CJ
looking after your little one?
Yeah, my little sister, she's engaged, and she's going off to Ireland with a fiance. He's going to play for Munster for 2 years. So I think that's getting very real for them. And then my other sister Elsha, she just launched her book last Tuesday, exactly a week ago, and so she's very excited about that. So everybody's healthy, and that's all we can ask for, right?
Yeah. Send love. I was actually supposed to be at the launch last, I think it was Wednesday up here in Joburg, but I had to go off to Cape Town, so unfortunately missed it. But I wish you all the best for that as well. Really, really nice family, the Neethlings. Nice to chat to you again, Rake, and all the best with everything you're involved in at the moment, and obviously key, from a swimming point of view as well. Very, very supportive of South African swimming, and we just hope that everyone kind of pulls together and gives it a bigger profile, because it certainly deserves it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. And John, thanks for your support, mate.
And always there for you, Rake. Thanks so much.
Oh,
And thanks
no.
and for your great
Just
patience.
remember though, next time if you want to speak to
Yes.
Cameron and he says no, understand no.
No, always listen to Rake. Thank you very much, Rake.
Thanks, Rake. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Rake.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao. There we go. Rake Neethling joining us on Ballz Visual Radio this afternoon from Val de Vie,
Yeah.
where he catches us on 91.3 Alternative.
2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays live on balls.co.za. Balls.co.za.